Okay, welcome back. This is the UPW Tony Robbins analysis of his preview show. This is video 3 of 3. Tony's just in the process right now of guiding people through really powerful state and really amplifying that state in the audience. And again, in this video we're going to look at how specifically he's doing that in terms of some of the language he uses, his own anchoring, his physiology, and the questioning he uses.
It's like you do when you are certain. That's it. Think about what you want. Think about your goal, your desire. Stand certain.
See here again when he was saying think about what you want, your goal, your desire, and he fired out the anchor in this case that he'd said earlier in terms of really going for it, moving out. In addition to that, Tony's firing off his own anchor, and if you look at his own physiology and his posture, he's really dominating that stage right now, really holding it and exhibiting this state of certainness and confidence, etc. Which again, any good presenter, you have to go first in order for your audience to go. If he was saying, just think of a time when you felt confident and you're really certain, that's not going to be near as powerful, particularly with a large group of people, as what he's demonstrating right now.
Make a gesture like you make when you're certain. What do you do when you are certain? Do what you do when you're certain. Come on, do it. Make a gesture. Say what you say when you're certain. Go. Say it again. Say it again. Do 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 it again. Come on, do it again. Stronger. Do it stronger. Stronger. Feel it. Don't let go of it. Feel in your body. Feel that certain in your body. If you can feel it right now, say yes. Now, whatever you got to do in your body, I want you to double the amount of certainty. So make a gesture.
Now before we get into how he's helping them anchor that feeling, which is the process leading them through, you saw the way he was amplifying it, asking more questions, listening it out of them. On top of that, the music plays a big role. When you go to Tony Robbins event, it is like a entertainment / concert is how Tony likes to call it, and it's known within his staff as the show. From Tony's perspective here, he's really using the music to help the audience bring out those wonderful strong emotions at the same time that he's giving direct requests / commands in terms of going for bringing out the state and then anchoring by doing a specific physical thing that they do. In this case, Tony's demonstrating his own physiology when he has got certainty and when he is triggering off the anchor for that.
Something you do when you're certain. Something that's strong. Does this feel great? Yes or no?
And again, I don't think it's by chance. Tony doesn't need to obviously do that particular anchor in terms of certainty, in the sense of the way that he slapped his shoulder and pushed his hand out. But again, I guess in this case, as part of what Tony is doing for the audience perspective, it's really again communicating, going for it, being deadly certain, go for it, being deadly certain, go for it. So each time that they've got that certainty and he's giving them the sign, go for it, go for it, go for it, etc., the things that he's built up, because he could have just had a click of the finger, or he could have just done a punch up in the air, but in this case he's slapped his body and then out, which is again giving that sign, go for it. Again, very powerful multi-level communication going on here.
In this state, wear your shoulders. Most of you look like you have a cape on your back right about now. Where's your breathing, full or shallow? Where's your face, up or down? Where's the weight in your body? Centered, isn't it? And no one told you to do this. You know inherently what to do to be certain.
Again, Tony demonstrating here by eliciting questions from the audience, getting their engagement, them reaffirming, them meditating, so to speak, yes response to this thing about certainty that they've got right now in their body. Again, Tony just fired off the anchor there, even though that may not have been the case. In that case, it could have been just a general hand gesture, but it was consistent with what we've seen before when Tony was on about going for it, extraordinary life, certainty, etc.
Now in this state, double the intensity. Quick, whatever it takes, double it. Double it again. Double it again. Double it again. Yes. Come on, stronger. Come on, stronger. In this state, don't let go of it and feel it. If somebody in this state said to you, you're fired, you'd be like, thank you very much. I've been looking forward to starting my own business. And in this state, somebody said to you, Well, I don't know if we should stay together in this relationship. You go out in the middle of the street and you'd yell, next!
Again here, Tony's reaffirming for the audience in this case that they have extremely powerful state, which he's amplified, drawn out, doubled it, etc. And on top of that is really getting them into this belief that this is possible for them. Plus, for most people, they probably feel more alive right now when they've gone through this process than they have in their given work day or the times that they've been out, etc. And they're doing it very naturally. And they've got a very charismatic and authoritative presenter, yet one that does it very gracefully in the way that he's engaging the audience.
In this state, do you feel like doing something or giving up? Which one? Quick. Now, by the way, in this state, you'll behave very differently than a state of worry.
Now again, this state, Tony's anchoring again, as I've been pointing out all along. There we have the left hand fully extended, fingers spread out, and anchoring the state in this state, And the state is one of very much the certainty, the confidence, extraordinary life has been linked there. There's been lots of things associated and said around that particular hand gesture, and anchoring that. So again, just to notice as well, Tony's utilising this in the audience, and later on, although I'm not sure if it's covered in this particular short clip as in that we've got on YouTube, I imagine Tony would be triggering that later on in terms of encouraging people to go for it and also to sign up for the course.
State of hope, won't you? But what you have to do is you have to take this little state you're doing for the moment and make it so it's your natural state. And that's like building muscle. That's what I want to do with you for 3 days, and if I don't see you, it's what you got to do for yourself. So here's the number one thing to change the quality of life, and this is so damn basic, you're going to go, Tony, why are you even wasting my time saying this? But it's the truth. The only way your life changes when you do this number one thing. You must raise your standards, period. There's nothing else that creates a long-term quality change in your life. If you want to change your life, you got to turn your shoulds into musts.
Right, what we're going to do is Tony's just gone through some of the other kind of common things that Tony always says, which is raise your standards, convert your shoulds into musts, and who you spend time around is who you become, which are all very good thoughts to some degree. The shoulds into musts is not always the case, not always preferential, but again, just wanted to show you in this video is how Tony started off 9 minutes ago in terms of the original video we've been watching way back in part 1 of this analysis, where he started building belief in people, starting off by building a propulsion system by going on about there's no weeds in my garden, and saying he doesn't believe in positive thinking, again to distance himself, because there's some people there are kind of probably dragged along there thinking positive thinking, personal development is a whole load of BS. Tony's stepping away from that and also saying, look, in order to have the life that you want, you need to create an extraordinary life. Well, first you got to get away from this whole idea of being pessimistic, and really that means that you're scared or afraid, and really what you're talking about there is disappointment. But in your life you're going to be disappointed, and realistically disappointment, guys, is only part of a test, is the way that he's presenting it. And people who don't do anything know the type of life they'll have, a boring life. And then Tony really, as he's doing that, he's building up states, eliciting states of humor, which he's done the audience, states of disbelief, anchoring certain concepts with that left hand expression, like an extraordinary life, like going for it, that hand gesture again from the head and also from the chest of going for it, each time going for it, building up this whole concept of going for it. And the extraordinary psychology really comes down to your emotions, and he simplified it down to that. When he did that, he then went into giving you a sensory experience for the audience in terms of engaging their own emotions like they wouldn't have done before, and anchoring a powerful state for themselves. And when he did all of that, then he's led into, in this case, when you're in this state, when you use your body in this way, and by the way, he's implied along the way, and directly said at times, I can make you have this, so to speak, I can give this to you if you come to the 3-day seminar. He's built all that up in the audience, so by the time he gets to the end, people are going to be on a supreme high, very suggestible, their energy is going to be high, they've got great buzz, connection with other people, and no doubt Tony gets people signing up in the numbers. So that's the end of this video clip. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to go visit NLPTimes.com. There'll be other stuff. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best.